Hey everybody, welcome to Brilliant Frugal Living. Greetings to you all. This week's show is brought to you by our caring sponsors at Elite Rehab. We're doing this every week, folks, because everyone knows a family that's fighting the effects of today's substance abuse epidemic. It's everywhere. And if someone you care about needs help, pick up the phone and call the professionals at 800-932-4082. That's 800-932-4082. Help the ones you love put that chapter behind them. 800-932-4082. Guys, I am looking at the calendar and kind of freaking out. First of all, had a great birthday last week. Thank you all so much for your well wishes via text and Facebook and everything else. Victor's birthday is the day after mine, so we always have such a fabulous time this time of year. And that means August is upon us. Cannot believe how fast the summer is flying, but here it is. Probably the same thing for you guys. But still, a good month of summer fun to be had before the kids and the grandkids head off to school. But it's also a great time to prep. And believe it or not, people don't think of August as a great month for saving money on certain things. However, it is a prime month for saving loads of money on several purchases that you might not be aware of. So in no particular order, number one, the most obvious one, back to school supplies. They're starting to, all these various stores are getting kind of crazed with this. Although I have to preface this by, I have to caution you, if your house is anything like mine, get yourself to your kitchen drawer, that drawer that's got everything in it, or the drawer in your home den at home, you know, the desk drawer that has everything in it. I was in there recently looking for the sticky pads that we have, you know, for the little Post-it notes. I must have found, I'm not kidding you, at least 100 pencils in there. Enjoy the visual of my kitchen junk drawer. It's not even junk, guys. I go into this drawer every single day for pens and pencils and Post-it notes and you name it. I mean, everything's in there. So if yours is anything like mine, do a little shopping at home, first of all. If you still need stuff, classroom products hit the store shelves in July to begin with, but sales are far better in August. They're going to really ramp them up, particularly as the beginning of school approaches, say, in the next 2 weeks. So look at the back-to-school sales at the department stores and the office supply chains for everything, for the backpacks, the other essentials. And as with any sale, remember, every year gets easier and easier to download these apps that are just going to slash your costs, slash your prices. I am not much of an app gal. I am more of a Craigslist Goodwill gal, but I'm hearing from people who swear by it, especially with these big back-to-school chain stores with the office supplies. Find it, download it, have some fun with it, and don't forget to shop at home. Here's something interesting. Somebody sent me this. If your state participates in a back-to-school state sales tax holiday, and a lot of people do, I'm going to say it again, a back-to-school state sales tax holiday. People think that's not going to be all that relevant to them. How much can it cost? Believe it or not, people are spending, an average household is spending about $700 per household for back to school, which kind of makes me gag just a little bit. But that means there's going to be some significant sales tax in there as well. So you can use this window. For example, Texas residents, we got a lot of listeners in the state of Texas, can make eligible clothing purchases less than $100 per item, free of sales and use taxes from August 10th to the 12th. You got to love that. For a full listing, we got listeners coast to coast, and for a full listing of participating locations as well as dates and details for your state, go to this website, salestaxinstitute.com. When it talks about sales tax and there's any way you can save yourself some sales tax, make it happen. It's all good. Next up, and this is the biggest thing, back to school clothes. Average cost of back to school clothes, an average per household, $700 per household. Holy smokes. You want to cut that down a lot? Two big ways. You know what I'm about to say, and this is what we do in our own house. Hit your local Craigslist listings, and I'm talking about wonderful, fantastic parents who are far more organized than I am, putting their kids' designer clothes, barely touched clothes, perfectly kept clothes, designer shoes, designer handbags, designer suits, designer jeans, designer sweaters and T-shirts. You get the point. Up on Craigslist in beautifully well-kept, folded, put-together bags, and they're just trying to get rid of them so they can go out and buy their next crop of all the designer stuff. God bless them. And they're getting rid of it, I know this from years of experience, for easily 90% off. Now, you know the rules. Get yourself onto Craigslist. Find the stuff you're looking for, connect with the person, and as with any other Craigslist transaction, find a mutually convenient spot, tell them you're paying in cash, and have them meet you there, preferably a place with a bunch of cameras. Guys, I have done dozens upon dozens of Craigslist transactions. Never a mishap, never a problem, never a feeling in the back of my neck, I don't want to do this. Always a fantastic, wonderful, hugely money-saving transaction. I highly recommend it. You'll try it once. You'll never go back to paying retail for back-to-school clothes again. So for the kids and the grandkids hitting public school, there's nothing like hitting your local Goodwill as well. I have been there. You know, I go there at least once a week, and they've got everything laid out. They've got the gorgeous shoes and the clothes, the pants, the sweaters, the T-shirts, everything your kid needs to feel comfortable and fun and fashionable in school, and your wallet will not be screaming in agony. Now, when it comes to, I'm finding this an interesting, and I like this trend. For uniforms, a lot of public schools out there are working more of a uniform look, and I really like that. It's getting more popular. So if your kid or your grandkids are doing that for their schools, or they're just hitting a flat-out private or parochial school this fall, and you need some uniforms, yes, you could pay full price. But I always want to just throw up at the price of private school clothes, especially when they say everything's made in the USA, which is great, but you find out later that it's made in some obscure USA, you can call it a USA location, but it's not, and they're still, charging full price. If you need some uniforms, what I would highly recommend, because your kids are growing just as fast as somebody else's kids out there, put out the word. Just put out the word. I did. Katie's hitting public high school this fall. I can't believe it. But my Robbie is still he's going into the 6th grade at the local Catholic school, and he needs a uniform because he grew out of the other one like he was trying to win a contest at it. And enter, stage left, a great fellow school mom who I've known for, oh my God, easily 8 years now. Both of her sons are now out of elementary school. She had truckloads of elementary school uniforms that she wanted to clear out of her closets, and I'm talking everything. I got shirts and pants and shoes and sweaters, hoodies, everything. And I did a quick count because, I live for this stuff. Easily I'd say about $800 worth of clothes between the pants, the shoes, the everything else. And she could not wait to get rid of it. I could not wait to get my hands on it. So everyone's a winner. Now, if you're in that same kind of situation, don't be a jerk and take it all and offer nothing in return. She kept, phrasing it, oh, you're doing me this huge favor, get all these clothes off my hands. She did not want a penny for it. I adore this lady. She's such a darling. And instead, I sent her a gift card to a local gas station coffee shop. We've all got those around us for $100. She got rid of all this stuff she wanted to get rid of. I got easily $800 worth of gorgeous school uniforms, well worn. As any young man, her boys, they wore them. They got worn, just as if my boy wore them, he'd get them worn up too. So I'm wearing already nicely worn-in clothes, perfectly fashionable. The colors are still vibrant. They're in fantastic shape. I got about $800 worth of uniforms for $100. Everyone's a winner. That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of things you want to do. We got a minute left. Here's what we want to do. I want to hear from you guys as to what you are doing to clothe your kids and grandkids that you might have switched up from last year. Maybe last year this worked, that didn't. You're trying this, not trying that. I'm finding that garage sales are really falling out of favor, and I have really never bought a huge amount of garage sale clothes. Not for school anyways. Summertime clothes, fun stuff for the house, furniture, everything else. But when it comes to the month of August, I want to get this in before the break. The huge thing you want to do in August, I did not know this, great deals this month, closer than you think. The second Saturday in August is National Garage Sale Day. I did not know this, all right? I love going around in August, doing a couple of road trips, going into town, coming back. I never knew that there was a National Garage Sale Day. I'm embarrassed to say that never hit my radar. The second Saturday in August this year is Saturday, August 10th, all right? So huge numbers of bargain hunters will be looking to sell or buy during this annual end of summer event. So if you're more organized than I am, think seriously about getting all the stuff you want to get rid of Think about all the stuff you want to get rid of. Maybe it's just stuff in a garage. Maybe it's stuff in your basement. Maybe you've got just drawers upon drawers or closets upon closets of clothes that just don't fit your kids anymore. You haven't gotten them together to send to the Goodwill, anything else, and you're thinking, you know what? The end of August might be nice to count up some cash where all of this cluttery stuff used to be and do it that way. So think seriously. No matter what, August 10th can be a really cool day for you. If you're like me, you're going to go out and scout out some great garage sales. And I highly recommend that because there's nothing like it. It's old school. Craigslist is fabulous. eBay's fabulous. Goodwill is fabulous. But you know what's really good in old school? Garage sales. You got to love it. And people put on their A game. Put it on your calendar. Saturday, August 10th. Think about hosting a garage sale, making some serious cash, but definitely think about shopping those garage sales. Guys, the time is flying. More right after this.
Cheap is